a bond forged by fear. Lena and Mark were excited for their honeymoon, choosing a secluded cabin deep in the woods. The couple had always loved nature, and the idea of being away from the hustle and bustle was perfect. As night fell on their first day, they lit a fire outside and shared stories, the stars twinkling above. But as darkness enveloped the woods, strange sounds began to echo through the trees. A rustling in the underbrush, low growls, and the distant snap of a twig made them exchange nervous glances. Mark dismissed it as just the sounds of nature, but Lena felt a chill creeping up her spine. Later that night, while nestled in their cozy cabin, they heard a loud thump against the wall. Startled, they turned off the lights and listened intently. The thumping continued, accompanied by a low, guttural growl that seemed to reverberate through the cabin. Mark grabbed a flashlight, his heart racing, and cautiously opened the door. Peering into the darkness, he shone the light into the trees. For a moment there was nothing, just shadows dancing in the moonlight. But then, a massive figure emerged from the underbrush. It was covered in dark fur, towering over the couple, with piercing eyes that seemed to glow in the flashlight's beam. It was Bigfoot. Mark and Lena froze, both terrified and fascinated. The creature let out a deep, rumbling sound that sent a wave of fear through them. It stepped closer, and they could see its enormous claws and muscular frame. In a panic, they retreated into the cabin, bolting the door behind them. They huddled together, their hearts pounding as the creature began to pound on the walls, leaving deep dents with each strike. The couple could hear its heavy breathing, a mix of curiosity and aggression. After what felt like an eternity, the thumping stopped. They dared to peek outside, but the woods were silent, the only sound the crackling of the dying fire. Mustering their courage, they decided to escape the cabin and head for the car. As they quietly slipped out, they could feel eyes watching them from the shadows. They rushed to the car, fumbling with the keys, glancing back toward the cabin. Just as Mark started the engine, a loud roar echoed through the trees, shaking them to their core. They sped away, the woods receding behind them. Though their honeymoon had taken a terrifying turn, they shared a bond forged in fear. Later they would laugh about the ordeal, but that night in the woods would always remain an eerie memory, a reminder of the wild and the unknown lurking just beyond the light.